What's going on, guys? I bet you some of you remember this menu, don't you? We're taking a dive into Need for Speed High Stakes today. I am going to pop in here, run this first campaign, and I'm probably going to grab the SLK 230. I did play one race on here. I got on here and took the music off just in case it's copyrighted, because I didn't want to, have any copyright issues in the game. I don't know. Black? I think you get silver stripes when you upgrade. I don't even think I'm gonna upgrade this car anyways. Maybe blue. Blue kind of looks good. You know what? That red looks good. I like that red. Yeah, let's go with the red. Flat broke. Oh, I keep forgetting. I keep hitting B on the controller and I gotta hit Y. It's so weird using an Xbox controller on PlayStation games. Let's go. I'm probably gonna do this whole series through because I think it's only 3 races if I remember right. I remember cracking jokes as a kid. I used to call this the chipmunk track. Because, the shape of it kind of looks like a little chipmunk or a squirrel. Oh man, the old days. Kind of taking a little drive down memory lane right now. And I think the game's on automatic. Oh, I still have it in kilometers. Let's see. Polar setting. Yeah, you probably gotta change that. Probably gotta change that in the main menu, right? Go to, what's it called? Mile an hour. Metric to imperial to metric, or what? No, we would be imperial. Man, I am all sorts of backwards. I ain't had enough coffee yet. I just got done playing Gran Turismo. The steering actually kind of feels good on this game. Oh, I forgot. I gotta pay attention for the damage. This feels like an upgraded car with tires and suspension in Gran Turismo. Man, why do you gotta hit me? There goes my perfect driving bonus. I actually forgot about that until I said something. I forgot that you do get a perfect driving bonus without damaging the car. I know it ain't much. I think it's like $1,000 or something. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to take the outside line. Yeah, we're not getting first on this one, are we? I never could drift on this game. I tried to. Like back in the day, but I just couldn't do it. This is crazy coming back to high stakes. This is like one of the first games that made me fall in love with like track racing. And I know these ain't like specifically tracks, like Laguna Seca or Indy or anything like that. They're all just made tracks by Need for Speed. Based off of like locations, but they made them. But these were some of the best tracks Need for Speed ever made. You could tell that they made this game for... Uh-oh. Oh no, I forgot there's a wall right there. I hit that before in the McLaren. I remember that distinctly because I was like, man, I just caused like 100 grand of damage. Man, this thing's slow. Will I be able to get first? Does this game have drafting in it? I don't remember. I remember cooking down this hill in the Porsche too. Just like hooking that corner hard. See if we can handle. I remember I used to cut. I used to cut through these areas like this in the McLaren. save like a split second. Look at this dude. That's Nemesis. Dick.
You're in third place. It's the final lap.
You're in third place. Get your slow ass moving. I do remember the bends being faster, wasn't it? Oh, I forgot you can honk too. You could take this as a shortcut, but I'm not gonna go through there because I don't want damage. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but you do get suspension damage in the game too. You don't just get body damage, but you get suspension damage. And I do remember this was one of the first games that you could see inside of the car and actually see the steering wheel turning and stuff like that. I was super amazed by that as a kid because like Gran Turismo, the windows were all just blacked out. I think Driver was the same way. But realistically, Driver was the first 3D open world game that I know of. I mean, there might have been something on PC, but that was like the first console game that you could just go drive on a massive city. I'm gonna do some videos on Driver too. We're gonna play Driver. The original Driver, I got it downloaded, it's on here. All I gotta do is click play. We're gonna do some videos on that game too. I might even play the story through. I forgot to turn the controller vibrate off, so it's gonna be running my controller dead. Maybe I won't play the whole thing through. Maybe I'll just play this first race, and then I'll play like finishing out the last race, and then we'll kind of edit the video like that. Because otherwise this video is going to get very, very boring. This car's so slow. I think you could change your name on here too, so it shows up on your plate if I remember right. I could be wrong. That might have been a Need for Speed feature after this game, I don't remember. But this was the first Need for Speed that you could bet pink slips. And I remember whooping my cousin's ass. And I was like, oh dude, I'm gonna take your Firebird just because that was like his favorite car in the game. I had the Camaro, he had the Firebird. And last second, he selected his car first because he wanted to be player one. So I was like, you can go ahead, be player one. I'll be on the bottom, I don't care. He selected his Firebird, and I chose my Lamborghini. You know what I mean? You know what? You take that first place. I'm gonna take your car. And then he got mad and ripped his memory card out. I was like, it don't matter. I still got a free car, buddy. Sip of coffee with the countdown. Sipping on some Dunkin' Donuts homebrew today. What you guys drinking on? Drinking beer? You drinking coffee? You know what? Maybe we'll put the whole thing in the video. I don't know. We'll see when I go to edit. I'm definitely gonna cut some of these loading screens though.
Three, 2, 1, go!
Route Adnoff. Or Andoff. Adolf? I don't know how it's pronounced. Oh, I forget that after you take first place on the previous race, you start in first place. That's kind of cool. I hear gunshots over on the side. Wait a minute, there's 3D audio in this game. That's nuts. This old game had 3D audio? That is cool as hell. I cannot believe that Need for Speed Stakes had 3D audio in it. High Stakes has 3D audio. I would assume they probably designed that so that way, you know, if the hardcore gamers on PC had a headset on, they could hear the cars coming up on them. because like back in these days they kind of wanted some real. This was like their first jump into trying to get some realism. In my opinion, this is probably one of the best Need for Speeds. I would say this is like number 3, the 3rd best Need for Speed ever made. Number 2 would be Need for Speed Underground, and number 1 would be Underground 2. Man, this game is so fun. I remember ripping this track in the Camaro SS. Uh-oh, I hit the trigger. I really forgot how fun this game was. Oh, the colors they had in this game. Look at this. For a PS1 game, all the pinks and green. This is nuts. And they always had some like little shortcuts too.
You're in first place. It's the final lap.
I kind of hate that the controller vibrates through this whole area because people are dead. Uh-oh, I'm about to hit the wall. It's so crazy because when you turn you can see like the whole side panel inside of the car and it's just empty. They probably didn't expect you to see that on PS1. Somebody was saying on PC they have the in-car view on this game. I don't see it. I remember that being a cheat code. Which is kind of crazy. To get in-car view you had to use a cheat code. This car is so slow. It's painful. I think I might play this game on stream tonight. Try to beat like half of it. Get drunk tonight and play this game. Oh. Hope I don't get suspension damage for that. Trying to get that perfect racing bonus. Kinda crazy, if you take too many bumps in the game you get suspension damage. I remember there was a speed limit sign somewhere too, and I used to hit it on purpose. I don't remember which track that was. I think it was a 40 mile an hour or something, and I used to whack it and be like, oh, there it is, 50.
That's your best lap. You've won the race.
That's a 5-minute race? This is before the era of the gnat attention span. Safe driving bonus $1,000. So it is as I remember. I'm not upgrading this car at all. I need to change that kilometers.
2, 1, go!
Oh, there's an e-brake. I forgot about that. Oh, that's the look. Okay. How are you so fast? We got the same car. Oh, you dick. You just took my safe driving bonus. And caused me damage. That's one thing I used to get pissed about in this game. I always thought, like, if they hit you, you shouldn't have to pay a damage fee. Kiss my ass, bitch. The left trigger, I need to change in the emulator my controls so I can use my triggers for the gas and be able to shift with the X and the A button, or the X and V button. I don't know why PlayStation's never updated to having decent triggers. It's still got like tiny little buttons on their controllers. It's like they don't want to get blamed for copying Xbox or something. Put some triggers with some nice draw on it so you can have control going with your throttle around corners in Gran Turismo. That's the main attraction of your console anyway. Yet you don't give the players good throttle control. I know that's been a big complaint that people said on PlayStation for racing games. They hate the triggers. They like them for COD, but they don't like them.
You're in first place. It's the final
That's probably why
lap.
people buy scuffs for racing on PlayStation so much. I've seen a lot of YouTubers saying they use scuffs for racing controllers because they specifically don't like the triggers and they like the style of the Xbox trigger instead. Something I've never understood about Sony, they really don't take customer feedback that well. They're horrible about that. Microsoft does. They don't want bad customer reviews. They get highly offended by that. I think they did really good on these tracks too. For the time that this game came out, it's got a moving train on it. Like that was just something you didn't see. A moving train going through a tunnel. That's some of the coolest shit. The landscape. Like obviously they're off in the distance, it looks horrible, but like all these trees and stuff, this actually looks really good for the era. I know it didn't look this good on a PS1. It's only because I upscaled it to 4K, but I think they did a damn good job on the graphics. Wonder what the payout's gonna be for this first championship. I think it's only like 20 grand. It's so cool hearing the locomotive in the right headset. I never knew this game had 3D audio in it. I wish I would have known that when I was a kid. I would have been using a headset and like surround sound. But I do remember this in the advertisement when it opens, it does say
That's your
Dolby
best
surround
lap.
sound.
You won the race.
That's one of the coolest things. I didn't even think they had that technology back then. I just never paid attention to it.
Congratulations. You've got a top time for this track.
I wonder if it's gonna let me put in not caps. Oh, it just caps the first letter. deaf guy. I'm not used to using something that's not a keyboard. Put the alphabet all in order in front of me and I have no clue where anything is. Repair bill $96 because some dick hit me. 10 grand, that's it, that sucks.
You have won.
Can't even buy the car for the next class. This was literally one of the best Need for Speeds. I'm gonna go and see how much the next car is, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. And I know for sure I'm gonna go ahead and buy the Firebird. 22,000. Alright, let's go ahead for now and sell this piece of junk. Go ahead and buy the Firebird. I remember the white came with blue stripes, and I think the green color came with gold. Probably gonna go with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that green and gold. That car is for sure gonna get upgraded, and I'll probably run that series twice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys want to see the Firebird gameplay, come back for the next video. You guys have a good one.